with no shade, but I saw the stuff they were selling, and all I thought to myself was like, wow, like that stuff looks nice, but is it like at an actual price point that people attending BravoCon want to pay? No offense to anybody attending BravoCon, but it just seemed that the stuff was expensive. But apparently, it's one of the top selling booths. And Kathy was getting, and it's Kathy and Andy said the stuff was gorgeous. And Kathy was getting ready to go down to the booth with Nikki Hilton, and she had on a jacket, and it didn't have the tag like Sonia Morgan does. It had the sensor from the store. So has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me before, and it really drives me crazy when you get the thing home and the sensor is still on. I'm pretty anal about checking for these things. But Kathy Hilton does not give a fuck. The jacket apparently costs $1,195. I do not know the brand. But she was with Kathy. She was with Nikki, and Nikki was filming it, and Nikki said, hold on. She was turning around and doing or whatever, and they found the actual sensor tag, which you can't take off when you're at home unless you have one of those sensor tag removals. And Nikki was like, oh my God, hold on. You have the actual sensor on your jacket. And Kathy said, I don't care. And Nikki Hilton posted, like, this is my goal in life, to not give a fuck the way that Kathy Hilton does not give a fuck. Kathy literally said, I don't care. We're late. We have to go. I don't care. We're late. We have to go. She's literally dancing around. And Nikki Hilton entitled this level of zero fucks is my goal in life. It should be everyone's goal. They know the tag is there. Kathy doesn't care. She's like, we're late. Let's go, Nikki. And Nikki says, this level of zero fucks is my goal in life. I love this story. I think it's really fun. Kathy Hilton does not give one fuck. Dorit gives a fuck because she's madly in love. Dorit is just in love. She cannot stop gushing over Bozama for her second season, and she cannot stop gushing over Rachel Zoe. You know, this is the thing about Dorit. You guys have a second? This is the thing about Dorit. Like last season, you know, she was fighting with Kyle, and she was fighting with Sutton, and she was fighting with Garcelle. Erica was in the middle, so she had Erica. Erica was Team Kyle and Team Dorit. But she felt empowered for the first time in a long time because she had Bozama. So Dorit, she's smoking this cigarette. And by the way, someone said to her, you want to take a cigarette break with me, Dorit? One of the questions from the audience, and Dorit was abso-fucking-lutely. So we're still doing the cigarette. I will always attribute the cigarette to the e-cigarette to my friend Allison Dubois. But Dorit felt a little bit empowered last season because she had Bozama. She finally had an ally. Well, she has taken that power and she has run. Now, she got rid of one of her problems, the name Garcelle. And she still has a problem with Kyle. She still has a problem with Sutton. She seems to now have a problem with Erica. But Zoe, now look, Zoe has known Kathy and Zoe has known Kyle forever. So Zoe ain't exactly going against Kyle, but Zoe is having a love affair. Dorit is having a love affair. So now Dorit doesn't just have Bozama, she has Boz and Rachel Zoe. So Dorit is really kind of feeling herself. Like Dorit has got more power and backing heading into this next season of RHOBH. She has two allies. So Dorit she's in love. She's loving it. On the carpet, she says, the two best hiring decisions in RHOBH history, Rachel Zoe and Bozama St. John. Now, slow down there, Dorit. I don't know. We had Vanderpump. We have Kyle. We have had some heavy hitters throughout the years that really made their mark. I think Rinna was phenomenal. So, but according to Dorit, Bozama and Dorit and Zoe are the two best in forever. So Dorit she has got stars in her eyes. Our little own Dorit is really, she's seeing the stars up there. Jeff Lewis we'll talk about him later in the week. He's in a little bit of trouble, Mr. Lewis, causing some trouble. But he also, we all know what he did and what he said we'll talk about all that because Andy's not happy. But he also, what I thought was funny is he has basically asked Andy Cohen to put Jennifer Aydin out of her misery. So during the Andy and Jeff panel, which did go awry, again, we will talk about that later in the week, but said to Andy, I mean, this girl is so desperate. He calls her out as being desperate. She's asking, you didn't call her, you didn't invite her to BravoCon, you didn't officially fire her. He's telling Andy, just call Jennifer Aydin, just call her and put her out of her misery and fire her. Could you imagine if they did that on stage? I would have loved that. But Jeff has really shaded Jennifer and said, put her out of her misery. There you go. That's what's kind of happening. And Mary Cosby's church is a cult. We all know TLC is coming for her. And she was asked about this. And she said that, that's sad and a shame and horrible. I mean, I kind of felt bad for Mary. It's like putting her on the spot, but her only words were, it's sad and a shame and horrible. People are loving Mary Cosby. People are doing to Mary Cosby this year what I think they did to Kathy Hilton 2 years ago. Like, I mean, I'm seeing so much love for Kathy, but I think Mary is like winning BravoCon. People are cheering Mary, Mary, Mary everywhere she goes. And someone did ask about the church. At the TLC documentary, I do kind of want to watch, but she said it's sad and it's a shame and it's horrible. So she also said, someone in the on the documentary, they're showing all the clips, and someone said, I think her sister, Mary's kink is money. And I'm like, oh, I like that quote. Can I steal that? I think my kink is money too. I mean, wouldn't you rather just get in bed with like $1 million in cash at the end of the day than like a warm body? I don't know. But I thought but Mary, look, the documentary is here and I think we're going to watch it. And we've had The Housewife and the Hustler, and we had The Housewife and the Hustler Part 2, which I was part of actually. We had the Randall Scandal, which I was in. And what else? What else did we have? Oh, what was that? Shawshank Redemption. Now we're having Mary's thing. I'm going to watch it on TLC. I think it's funny that it's TLC like coming for Bravo. But Mary said it's sad and a shame. Doesn't matter. She's still winning BravoCon. And I agree with JLL. Put Jennifer Aydin out of her misery. I know all the big items that we're missing. I got it. We're covering all that this week. We're going to be doing, I think, double episodes all week. Everything that's happened at BravoCon, we are going to get to discussing. If you want to discuss it today, like as in Sunday, despite other shows that hopefully are coming later today, book me on Cameo, book me for a 15-minute or longer chat, slip into my DMs to ask how all of those work. I'm here all day. And buy a ticket to our live show, if they're even for sale anymore. Slip into the DMs and I'll give you a link. I have them for sale, but it really is completely oversold, and I'm not sure that Sarah Fraser has not gone in and disabled all of that. She did disable it for a minute, but it's back up, guys. So I got your backs. Really, you want to talk Bravo today? Let's book a 15-minute session. I'll try to do more of these later today, and the big items are coming later. Yep, the Gorga, Giudice of it all, the Vicky of it all. It's all coming. Bye.